guys.
Hello.
We are gonna film a Q&A. We thought it would be fun. We've got some questions that we asked on our Instagram, so we're just gonna read them.
Thank you, everyone, for sending in your questions.
Tyler was so sweet. He sent like an individual DM to every person that sent a message. He was like, "Thank you for your message."
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to be courteous.
Yeah, that was nice. I didn't say anything to anyone.
Well.
But. Okay. Do you want to start?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so first one we have is favorite and least favorite part of Washington and Arizona.
Oh, both.
Yeah, so, I mean, we got the best of both worlds there.
Yeah. Starting with Washington. My favorite thing about Washington is definitely our family being here. That's like the reason we moved back. Least favorite part, probably the weather. It's pretty gloomy. It's not like as bad as people say, but it is still gloomy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that too. Like, it isn't as bad as people think. And I remember, like, that was like one of the main things that I kept hearing before moving to Washington. It's like, oh, well, you know, the weather, you gotta get your vitamin D or whatever, like the sunshine, daily dose of sunshine. But I found, like, even just like the few months being here, it's like through the winter time, like, it's actually not as bad. And it might just because I'm like super new to the state, but yeah, I still like find a lot of things to do here, and it's super fun to have a change of weather regardless. So
we keep looking over here because our window's over here.
Yeah.
Looking at the weather. But
speaking of the weather,
what's your favorite part about Washington?
Favorite part? Yeah, favorite part is definitely being close to family, and living here is just like the change of pace now. Chris and I are in a whole new season of life, and so it's been really cool just to start a new life, like in a new place. So yeah, we've been really enjoying that, and that's definitely like one of my favorite parts. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like stepping into marriage and stepping into living in a new place at the same time was like a little bit overwhelming, but also really cool at the same time.
Yeah, like it was like we started like in 1 month, we, you know, moved to a new place, we got married, got a new apartment. Yeah, we got jobs, we got a new apartment, and it's just like we kept going and going. But now I feel like, yeah, we're at a place where we're settling down, really enjoying like where we're at.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
And then Arizona.
Ooh, favorite part about Arizona, there's a lot to do. There really is just so much to do, and maybe that's because of like the like season of life we were in when we were there. It was like college, church, everyone is like young there, it seemed like, but that's probably just like whoever was around us.
Yeah,
I don't know, but yeah, it was just like a really busy place. I felt like we were always doing something. We like never had a day to just like sit at home, I felt like.
Yeah,
so definitely like a different pace, but it was nice for that season of life to have that. And my least favorite thing about Arizona, I mean, probably like the desert. I mean, there's like no trees, no seasons. I feel like whenever I would like come home on a like break or something, come home to Washington, I'd be like, the air feels so good here, like so fresh.
Yeah.
And then you go to Arizona, it's like I'm suffocating.
Yeah.
Even when it's not hot, like the air isn't fresh because there's no trees or anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I love Arizona.
Yeah, we love Arizona so much. It has a special place in our heart. Obviously, it's where we met, and also that's where the majority of our friends are. Like, our life has been in Arizona for the most part. So there's always a huge place in our heart for Arizona. So, but yeah, along the same things that Kristen said. Yeah, there's always something to do there. There's always like. It felt like we were always like kind of like going, and sometimes I think that's seasonal, so like you said, but yeah. And then the heat probably would be my least favorite part.
Yeah, but also the favorite part, like when it's nice and warm, it's like nice. But okay,
alrighty,
our cat keeps like going in front of the camera, so I had to move it a little bit. But Next question. How did you guys meet?
I'll share my version of the story. So how we met, a mutual friend introduced us at GCU, and it was like in front of like Chick-fil-A or something.
It was after me and Alicia just went to see Sadie Robertson
Oh.
at GCU.
Oh,
She
yeah.
came to GCU.
And so I was like eating food and with some friends, and then our friend introduced us to each other, and so I just thought, wow, she's very pretty. And so I literally didn't think I would see her again though, because it was just like one of those things. It's like, oh, nice to meet you sort of thing, really like nice to be acquainted.
Yeah.
And then, so then I noticed when we were at church that Sunday, I noticed that her and her friend Alicia were there. And so, but I was leading worship at the time, so it was only like a brief second that I saw them. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I said hi at church, but that was like the only thing. It was like another kind of like hello, goodbye sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then I noticed that when I joined a psychology class at GCU, she was actually like sitting in the front to the right. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that's her. And so then I just asked for test notes, which it was an open book like test. So I don't know why I asked for notes.
You were like, I'm studying, and I was like, you don't need to study. It's an open book test.
Yeah, that's how it all started basically. And then I asked for a number. Yeah.
I have like a little bit of different perspective because I knew who he was before our friend Connor introduced us. I like had taken my family to Hillsong for Church the first Sunday that like I got to Arizona for my freshman year at GCU. And he was leading worship, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy. And I had like texted Alicia, and Alicia has these screenshots of me being like, oh my gosh, this like worship leader at Hillsong, blah, 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 we have to go next Sunday. And then I think it was actually in that week, like Connor introduced us, and then yeah, I saw you the next Sunday. And then he switched in my psychology class, and I was like, that's the Hillsong guy. Oh.
Bella. Okay, so next question. This is a fun one. It says, who does the cooking and cleaning?
We both do. But I feel like he does most of the cooking because I usually get off work at 7:30, so I get home pretty late. So he usually has dinner made already. So he would probably do more of the cooking.
Yeah.
Cleaning, I like enjoy cleaning, so I would say that I do most of it. He vacuums a lot, but all the other cleaning I feel like I usually do.
Vacuuming.
But it's not like one or the other is like in charge of one or something like
It's definitely shared.
that. Yeah.
And I think we do a good job
Yeah.
with, I don't know, communicating like what needs to be done. So
Yeah. Favorite part of your wedding day? That's a
favorite
good
part?
question.
Yeah, that is a great question. Where do I start? I'd probably say my most favorite part was just, I don't know, I think it was signing the papers in the other room.
Really?
Yeah.
Like signing the marriage certificate?
Yeah. And I'll explain why. I was like nervous the whole time. And afterwards, like we're doing like the walk down or whatever, like at the end. And then we went into another room to sign the papers and everything. But it was really cool because like our close friends were there. Like we had our witnesses as well. And so they were like with us, watching us do it. And I was like, I put my hand on the table and saw like my ring and like the whole paper and everything, and like just signing my name, and it was making it like really, really official.
Yeah.
And so just doing that with my wife for the first time, that was just incredible. And so
Yeah.
just having you by my side and just, I don't know, it was so surreal. It was so surreal.
That was
I have
really
other favorite like moments, but like that really stands out.
Yeah. That was really fun. I do remember that very vividly. Like we walked back there and then it was like, we got to see Jordan and Kendrick right away because we didn't really get to see them before the wedding. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
My favorite part, want to say the reception, because we got to see so many people. Like, we had moved back to Washington, obviously, and all of our Arizona people were there. And we didn't get to see everyone like before the wedding. So that was really fun to just be able to see everyone and hang out. We had like a really low-key wedding and wedding reception, so we really just got to hang out with them. It wasn't like we had any obligations of being in certain places at certain times or anything. So that was fun, just hanging out with all of our friends.
Yeah.
Another of my favorite parts though was doing worship in the ceremony.
Yeah.
Also because it was like so intimate and it was all of our closest people like there worshiping with us.
Yeah.
And our friends Elijah and Tracy sang, which was super special.
That was really special.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. And yeah, I think I loved our wedding so much because it was really specific to us.
Yeah.
So, all right. So next question is, what are your dreams for the next 5 years? That's a really good question.
That's a good question. 5 years. That seems like a long time. Ideally, I would love to have our own business by then, hopefully.
Yeah.
Don't really want to be like working for someone else my whole life, but we'll see when that happens. Would love to have a baby by then, within 5 years.
Hello.
Hopefully a house. I don't know.
When I look into the next 5 years, I imagine us having our own business, which would be so fun. And then, yeah, like you said, a house, a kid, that'd be so fun. And to like just have like a little family.
Yeah.
Like those little things pop in my head every so often, and so just thinking about that like gets me excited, and just like the possibilities. A lot can happen in 5 years.
Yeah. Okay, what are your love languages and how do you show love and receive love?
That's a good question.
Jordan.
Yeah. So my love languages are physical touch and words of affirmation. I love just like being close to Kristen. Like, I love when she like hugs me. I love like holding hands with her. Those things make me feel like really loved and really close. And then also with words of affirmation, I don't know like where this has come from, but I love encouragement. I love giving encouragement. And so yeah, like being a words person is just, it's a blessing, and then like also a curse if we're being like transparent. Yeah, I guess for me, just words, it's just super natural for me, and that's just naturally how I show love, so.
Yeah. For me, my love languages are acts of service and gifts. Which I feel like sounds so whatever, but it is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I love
This
when
is who
people
I
do
am.
stuff for me. I love it when people help me with my to-do lists or help me get things done. Yeah. The way that I show love, I feel like, is also acts of service. I like do things for other people as like showing love to them, and then if they don't recognize it, it's like cool. So I think that's definitely the way that I show love too.
You did a really good job with that.
Thanks.
Okay. Biggest lesson from 2020.
Ooh. I think she meant 2021.
2021. Okay.
Yeah.
2021.
Okay. Biggest lesson from 2021, probably, I don't know how to like say this nicely, but just like to do whatever you want. Oh, thank you. Forgot that there. Yeah, I don't know. Tyler and I both made quite a few decisions in 2021 that people didn't really agree with, or people thought like, oh no, you're supposed to do this. And moral of the story is people don't know what's best for you. Like, God knows what's best for you, and the people that are closest to you know what's best for you. So
Yeah, that's good.
their opinions matter, but people on the outside, their opinions don't really matter. So that was something I really had to learn, and took me through 2021, and very grateful for it, because deciding to leave certain things that other people didn't want me to leave were really good decisions for me. So
yeah. For me, it was a lot of decision making and just owning the transition season that I was in.
Yeah.
And just learning to trust God within all of that. I think that's super, super important. Knowing that there's something waiting, like on the other side.
Yeah.
So.
Love it. Stacy said, "Who is your best couple friends here in Washington?" Stacy and Hayden.
Stacy and
always.
Hayden.
We love them. Best date ever. What is your favorite date that we've been on?
Favorite date? Honestly, I think it was my most recent birthday. It was we went to Seattle, and then we went to our favorite coffee shop in Seattle, Cafe Hagen. Amazing.
Love it.
If you haven't been to Cafe Hagen,
So good.
you definitely must go there. It is our favorite spot, and we will do anything to go sit in there, and it's amazing. And so after that, we went to this place called Hello Robin. It's like an ice cream shop. Amazing. Our friends got us a gift card to go there, and it was phenomenal. I think I had it once before.
Yeah,
Like,
the first time you visited Washington.
My first time I visited Washington. That was
It's like ice cream sandwiches, but it's
Yeah.
like really good ice cream. It's Molly Moon's ice cream, and then it's in like fresh baked cookies. It's so
good. So after that, Kristen wouldn't tell me what we were doing, but then I kind of like pressured her into telling me. And so we were actually going into like this hotel and to get a couples massage in like downtown Seattle. And it was the most surreal, most
so
peaceful experience ever. It was like raining that day, I think.
It was like super windy.
Super windy, but it was like up like high in this like hotel, and so we were like overlooking the city, but it was like really calm. They brought like the shades down.
Mm-hmm.
It was so nice. It was cool.
It was super nice. You stole mine. Mine is the same one. I literally, we talked about this the other day, and I said that was my favorite date, so you just stole it, but that's fine. But that really was the best date. It was so fun. We had like nothing else to do the whole day, so it was just relaxing. And that massage, like I've gotten a massage before, but that massage was incredible. I don't know if it was like the room, the vibe of the room, it was so nice in there. And the essential oils, it was great. It was so great, and we felt so relaxed after. But that was probably my favorite date as well. So if you haven't gotten a couples massage, you should. Okay guys, those are all the questions we're gonna answer. Thank you for watching.
Yes.
And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.